Imagine waking up tomorrow and realizing you don't have to work for money anymore. Your alarm rings, but instead of rushing out of bed, checking emails, and stressing about your bills, you take your time. You go for a walk, and after that, you work on projects you actually enjoy. For most people, this sounds like a fantasy, something reserved for millionaires, celebrities, or people who got lucky. But what if I told you that financial freedom isn't about becoming rich overnight? In fact, some people earning $40,000 a year achieve financial freedom, while others making $300,000 a year remain trapped in debt and stress. The difference is not income, it's strategy. In today's video, I'm going to show you exactly what financial freedom really means, why most people never achieve it, and the 5-step roadmap that can help you get you there faster than you think. First of all, what is financial freedom? Before we talk about how to achieve financial freedom, we need to understand what it actually is. Many people think financial freedom means having millions in the bank, but that's not necessarily true. Financial freedom simply means that your investment and passive income generate enough money to cover your living expenses. In other words, you no longer need to trade your time for money. Let's look at a simple example. Imagine your monthly expenses are $3,000. If your investment generates $3,000 every month, you've achieved financial freedom. But financial freedom is not only about increasing income, it's also about controlling expenses. The less money you need to live, the faster you reach financial freedom. The mistake number one is lifestyle inflation. Have you ever noticed how people tend to spend more every time they earn more? They get a raise, they buy a bigger car, a bigger house, more subscriptions, more expensive vacations, and somehow, despite earning more than ever, they still feel broke. And this is called lifestyle inflation. And it's one of the biggest obstacles to financial freedom. Many people assume that higher income automatically creates wealth. But wealth isn't what you earn, it's what you keep. A person earning $60,000 and saving 30% of their income can build wealth much faster than someone earning $150,000 and spending almost everything they make. The goal is not to look rich, the goal is to become financially free. And that starts with step number one, spend less than you earn. This sounds obvious, but you'd be surprised how many people ignore this fundamental rule. No investment strategy, no side hustle or financial trick can compensate for consistently spending more than you earn. First step is creating a gap between your income and your expenses. The gap becomes your wealth building machine. Start by tracking every dollar for 1 month. You don't need fancy software. A simple spreadsheet or budgeting app works perfectly. Once you know where your money is going, ask yourself what expenses actually improve my life, and equally important, what expenses am I paying for out of habit. Small savings may not seem significant, but over years they create massive opportunities to invest and grow your wealth. You just need to remember that financial freedom is built one decision at a time. The second step of financial freedom is to build an emergency fund. Imagine investing aggressively for years. Then suddenly your car breaks down, you lose your job, or an unexpected medical bill arrives. Without an emergency fund, many people are forced to take on debt or sell investments at the worst time possible. That's why every financial plan needs a safety net. A good target that everyone talks about is 3 to 6 months of living expenses. You just have to keep this money in a safe and accessible account. Yeah, I know it's not exciting or it won't make you rich, but it protects everything else you're building. Think of it like a foundation of a house. Nobody sees it, but without it, the entire structure becomes unstable. So once your emergency fund is in place, it's time to move to the real wealth building stage. The third step is to invest consistently. Here's one of the most powerful truths in personal finance. You do not need to be a stock picking genius to become wealthy. You simply need consistency. The magic ingredient is compound growth. Let's say you invest $500 per month, not once, every month, year after year, step by step. Over time, your investments begins generating returns, then those returns generate more returns, and eventually your money starts to work harder than you do. This is why starting early matters so much. Time is often more valuable than the amount of money you invest. Even small investments can grow into substantial wealth when given enough years. Many successful investors follow a simple approach. Invest consistently into diversified index funds and stay invested for the long term. It may not be exciting, but boring often wins in investing. The people who build wealth are usually not the people who are chasing the trends. They're following a proven strategy and remaining patient. Step 4 is to increase your income. While controlling expenses is important, there's always a limit to how much you can cut. Eventually, the fastest path forward is increasing income. This doesn't necessarily mean working longer hours. It could mean learning a high income skill, negotiating a raise, starting a side hustle, freelancing, creating digital products, or building multiple streams of income. Here's why this matters. If you save, let's say, 50% of a $40,000 salary, you're investing $20,000 per year. But if you increase your income to $80,000 and maintain a similar lifestyle, suddenly you're investing much more. The path to financial freedom accelerates dramatically. Many financially independent people focus on both sides of the equation, reduce unnecessary spending and increase earning potential. And together, this creates powerful momentum. Step 5, create passive income. This is where financial freedom becomes real. Passive income is money earned without actively training your time for it every day. Some examples like dividend-paying investment, rental properties, royalties, online businesses, and digital products, or income generated from investment portfolios. The goal is simple: build assets that generate cash flow. Over time, your passive income grows. Eventually, like I said before, it reaches the point where it covers your living expenses. And that's the moment where financial freedom happens. Not when you hit a certain amount of wealth, not when you buy a luxury car, but when your assets pay for your lifestyle. You don't work for money, money works for you. For the last part of this video, I would like to talk about the mindset shift most people miss. That's really something people never talk about. Financial freedom is not just a money game, it's a mindset game. It's psychological. Many people postpone happiness until they reach a certain financial goal. They tell themselves, I will be happy when I make 6 figures. I will be happy when I buy a bigger house, a better car. I will be happy when I retire. But financial freedom is not about escaping life. It's about gaining options, the ability to choose how you spend your time, the ability to say no to work you dislike, the ability to focus on what matters most. Money is simply a tool that creates freedom, and understanding that changes everything. For the conclusion, let's quickly recap. If you want to achieve financial freedom, first, spend less than you earn. Second, build an emergency fund. Third, invest consistently. Fourth, increase your income. And fifth, create passive income streams. None of these steps are complicated, but they require patience and discipline. The good news, you don't need to be perfect, you don't need to be rich, and you don't need to start with a lot of money. You simply need to start because time is your biggest ally. Because every day you delay is one less day your money has to grow. So here's my challenge for you. What's the one financial step you will take this week? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful and you want more, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I see you in the next one.